Hello, what is up, my very beautiful people? I need to talk to you guys real quick. Pulling this up real quick so I can see you guys' chats. Alrighty, hello. I need to put my hair back first off. I have a little pin in here. A butterfly thing. I just showered, so my hair looks a mess. I just called, paid bills. I'm running to the bank today, so I figured while I get ready for. Did I say run to the bank? What is wrong with me? I am right out and about today. As you can clearly see, I am not in the right state of mind, so I should not be out and about. But I'm going to be out and about because it's Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day. I know I'm speaking really fast at this part because this is the boring part that we all know all too well. My husband's not here. He's out of town for his work, but he'll be back soon. So, yay, he's not going to be here for Valentine's Day. So, I want to run out, get myself a nice book from Barnes & Noble. Maybe I don't drink coffee, but maybe get a tea while I'm out. I should clearly see breaking out a little bit again. So we're not gonna do a lot of makeup. I'm not gonna be doing the primer, or it's pig grease actually, what I have. The primer, foundation. I'm not gonna be doing all that. So instead we're just gonna do some basic eyes, basic lipstick, very basic shit. No contour, no highlight, nothing like that. Just something really basic that I can just do quick. So, that being said, I want to talk to you guys. That wasn't closed all the way. That's broken. How did that break? Well, apparently Nicole Miller's plastic's pretty cheap. That's broken. From me plopping it in my bag onto a table. I'm going to be using, the normal lighter to darker, the pale pink and the peach, like I've used before from this Nicole Miller little thing shit. And I'm just going to be using this brush because I really don't give a shit today. I went to the doctor's yesterday about the fertility stuff. Just like talking to him about fertility options and whatnot. And he told me that I've been over this with you guys before. I have PCOS, meaning I don't have regular cycles. I don't ovulate regularly, making it harder to get preggers. So, one of the only ways to naturally conceive with PCOS is to lose weight to regulate your cycles, to ovulate more. I'm going to tell you right now, that shit does not work for everyone. I was an active teenager in high school. I was in JROTC. We worked out every week, twice, sometimes 3 times a week. So I lost a lot of weight. I maintained 125 pounds in high school. Okay, I was at an amazing weight. I was in the best shape, except for, my rib. And, I was not having regular cycles. My mom even put me on birth control to try and regulate my cycles. It didn't work, okay? So when somebody tells you, oh, just eat healthy, lose weight, look back on track. No, they fucking won't. Sorry. I've heard that way too fucking much. Even from the PCOS support group that I'm in, they go, oh, no, it worked for me. Well, it didn't work for me, okay? We tried it. It did not work. There's a reply on my things. What? Somebody replied to a comment that I did. Nobody ever comments on something I commented or replies to a comment. I'm confused. Oh. Okay. That was, alright. Ignore that little bit of silence. Anywho. My doctor told me, because I don't have regular cycles, this was the OBGYN. Because I don't have regular cycles, there's nothing they can do for me. So he put in a referral for a fertility specialist, and we're going to try to get pregnant that way. But worst case scenario, we can't conceive with any kind of medication or naturally, and we have to do the Petri dish, which is where they have this little dish, and they put your eggs in it, and then they put some sperm in it, and science happens. And they put it back inside of you and hope for the best, I guess. And that's insemination. Artificial insemination is what's called. So if you want to learn more about that, feel free to go and Google it and whatnot. Would I like to conceive naturally? Of course. Is it going to be really fucking hard? Well, it's been 3 years. You tell me. The subtly darker outside of my eye. But so I'm going to tell you a little bit about why it sucks to have PCOS and why it sucks differently for everyone. PCOS is polycystic ovarian syndrome. Polycystic means many cysts. Ovarian is your ovaries. Some people call it polycystic ovarian disease. I don't like that name for it just because, they call it a disease. Sounds like you're dying. And I don't think anybody's actually died from PCOS. I don't even think a thing. I don't think you can die from having PCOS. You can die and have PCOS. I don't think they're related, the two of them. So it's a syndrome, cyst developed in my ovaries. And some people develop it because of a traumatic incident when they were younger, whether they were molested or raped or anything like that. And some people, including myself, are just born with it. But when you're born with it, naturally, you're in your mid to late 20s when you find out you have polycystic ovarian syndrome. Some people call it PCOS. I don't want to call it PCOS. That just sounds weird. So usually between 25 or older, when you find out that you have PCOS, or start to develop the symptoms, have irregular cycles and all that. I first had my cycle when I was 11. It was right before I turned 12, so I was at that age. But they all stopped right after I turned 13. I went up to Ohio for one of my aunt's funerals. I came back and there was still no cycle. It had been 3 months and my mom took me to the doctors. Made sure everything was okay, everything was fine. Just wasn't there anymore. We don't know. We couldn't figure it out. And then I got married and moved to Hawaii, where they did some ultrasounds. I found out I had PCOS. Now, why it sucks for everyone differently. PCOS, like I said, you have cysts in your ovaries. For some women, it's very painful when they do have a cycle. For me, not so much. I didn't really get cramps before. I really don't get cramps now. But I'm also used to pain. So it could be that my body's in excruciating amount of pain. My mind's just like, we're used to this. It'll be fine. Who knows, right? But that being said, I don't know if I told you guys, but I wasn't here, or I didn't have a video for you guys on, that is just not one, is it? Didn't have a video for you guys on Monday was because I was visiting my parents and I was on my way home instead of a live stream, so I figured I'd do 2 in 1 today. Like, update you guys on my life and everything, and Dude, I could figure out how the hell to work makeup. Like I said, it sucks for some women because, you know, it's painful for some women, it's not for others. Some women can lose weight easily with PCOS. Now, PCOS is, I don't know if any of you have ever seen a woman after she's given birth, how her belly looks. But, you know, there's that little sack of fat that sits right at the very, very bottom of your tummy. Some women, you know, can easily work it off, others can't. It all depends on your body type before pregnancy and then how hard you work afterwards. Or unless you're like unlucky like my sister and develop the periodontal disease, which is the tooth decay and gum disease. It's hereditary. And now, you know, she couldn't eat anything, so lost weight that way. I don't recommend that way. You know, she's not anorexic. It wasn't because, you know, she thought she was fat. No, she just could not eat anything. But, you know, it sucks for her because she has no teeth. But, you know, there's that little sack of fat that sits down there. And right at the bottom of your tummy, that's where the fat settles, I guess, when you have PCOS, is there in your thighs. So, you know, the lower half of your body. And yes, that is also true. It sucks. Because you're trying to lose weight and all you do is look priggers constantly. Even when you're not. It sucks. I want to say the worst thing about having PCOS and trying to get pregnant is the constant sympathy. Is probably the best way I can put it, is sympathy. I get told all the time, it'll happen when it happens. You've got all the time in the world. You're still so young. I'm 20. Okay. Yes, that is young. But I feel like I'm 27, 26. Because I don't have the mentality of a 20-year-old. I'm not going out partying and drinking all the time. When I turn 21, I'm literally going to buy a bottle of wine, take a bubble bath, and watch a movie and fall asleep. That's it. Watch a movie on Netflix, too, by the way. I'm not going to go to a club. I'm not going to party. I'm not that type of person. I never have been. I'm going to drink some wine and go to bed. And I've always been that way. I've never was that one to go out in high school and party with everyone. Sure, you know, a friend's sister was having a graduation party. There was a little bit of alcohol. I had the tiniest bit of drink. That's it. My mom had some vanilla rum one day. Vanilla rum? It was either rum or vodka. One or the other. And she mixed up some Coke and it tasted like vanilla Coke. I drank it. Of course, I was a teenager. I was responsible. I wasn't chugging it. You know, I wasn't drinking irresponsibly. And in Virginia, it is legal to drink underage if your parents give it to you. Okay? So if your parents are like, here, take a sip of this. It is legal, okay? Just don't give it to your children when they're like babies, okay? Yeah, fuck those children up. I'm kidding. Well, depends on the amount of alcohol, because there are some babies where Orajel, when their teeth are coming in, it doesn't work for them. So if you dip your pinky, the tiniest bit, like make sure it's all like rubbed off to where it's like the tiniest little bit, and you rub it on their gums. One, it numbs the pain for them, and they fall asleep. Which is exactly what they've done for many, many, many centuries. So, or you yell at me, just ask your parents if they did too. I'm pretty sure they did. And it got you to shut up too, didn't it? In all seriousness, if you know me personally and you see this video, hi. But stop saying it's going to happen when it happens. Stop saying I have all the time in the world. Because honestly, I may not. I have a friend who, same age as me, has been talking to her boyfriend about getting pregnant, and he's on the fence about it, but around Christmas time, he said, they could start trying, but again, he's on the fence, so who knows when Christmas comes around, how it's going to be. She has what's called endometriosis, meaning she's in constant pain when she has sex, when she has a period. She is in constant pain. And if you don't know what endometriosis is, please go look it up, because it is not a joke. But the doctors keep telling her, we're going to keep giving you this medicine, giving you this medicine, giving you this medicine. But they keep asking her when she's going to get pregnant, even though, they're not even trying yet. Because with endometriosis, there's no cure for it. There's no cure for endometriosis. There's no cure for PCOS. But with endometriosis, sooner or later, she's going to have a hysterectomy, meaning all her lady parts are going to be removed. And it's going to suck. It is. And my heart goes out to her every day, because I know the struggle of wanting so badly to get pregnant. Her because of her boyfriend, me because of this thing that I have. I even though we're not going through the exact same thing, we know what the other person is going through, and it's tough. So if you know anybody with PCOS or endometriosis, and you tell them, "Oh, take your time getting pregnant; it'll happen when it happens," I worry every day that I'm going to go to the doctor. I really hope my parents don't see this. I worry every day that I'm going to go to the doctors and they're going to tell me I can't have a baby. My husband and I already agreed, if we can't have a baby, we'll adopt, of course. But there's a difference between, adopting a baby and loving it unconditionally, like it's your own, and actually growing that baby inside you. And I've been told by a couple of people they'd be a surrogate for me, and I love those people so much. I really do. So if I can't hold a baby, I know somebody else can, and that would still be my baby. And even if we can't, we will adopt. But I don't know. I guess it's just a scary thought, being told you can't have a baby. But it's not something I'm really worried about too much. Like if I wasn't making this video, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'd totally adopt." I do want to adopt one day. If we can't have kids, I do want to adopt, because there are so many babies out there who don't have loving parents. And I'd love to help parent a child who was given up, or whose parents passed and they were just in a home. I would love to be that person. But if I'm talking to somebody and they're like, "Oh, it'll happen when it happens. God has a plan for everyone." I'm Wiccan. I believe in local gods and goddesses. So when people say that, it doesn't, the God part doesn't bother me. What bothers me is it'll happen when it happens. I have been trying for 3 years to have a baby. Do you have any idea how hard that is? To have 3 years of trying for a baby. Every time you take that pregnancy test, a small part of you gets your hopes up the slightest bit, but the rest of your body is like, you cannot get your hopes up every time you take a pregnancy test. You can't. And because I don't ovulate regularly, we never know when I'm ovulating. And it sucks. It really does. When I was on medicine before, trying to get my cycles, every month I went in for a pregnancy test. I had to get the medicine, because I couldn't take the medicine if I was pregnant, and I couldn't take it until I found out if I was pregnant or not. And then they say, "Oh, if you're trying to get pregnant, you should test once a week." But that every week you look forward to taking that pregnancy test, And that day comes, and you're like, it's going to be negative. I know it is. And it comes out negative, and each time your heart breaks. Because that's life. I should really finish this up. But if anybody tells you it'll happen when it happens, you're young, know that they mean well, but also know that it sucks. It really does. Like I said, I've been trying for 3 years to have a baby. I got this not long after we first started trying. And this, whenever somebody asks me, I tell them that it's one, my husband and my wedding was 4th of July themed in October, but it also had a lot of entwined hearts in it. So the entwined hearts are, for love, and also blue and pink for a boy and a girl. You guys hear that? The dog is sleeping. And if I can never have a baby of my own, I'll adopt. And when I'm done having babies, I'm going to get all of their names around it. Because I don't want to get it, as they're born. Because, if I only have one baby, I'll get their name all the way around. Or if I have only 2 babies, I'll get, them over here. Because you never know how many babies you're going to have until you're done having them. But I do eventually. I'm going to have a ring around this for my babies. And this, it's my first, it's actually my only tattoo right now. I'm going to get one right here eventually. I already have plans for my legs. Yeah. And I'm going to get the PCOS color, like breast cancer is pink, PCOS is teal. So I'm going to get a heart right over here above my chest. Or I may get it on my tummy beside belly button. And it's going to be a teal heart. For PCOS. That's what it's going to be. It's going to look like similar to this, only filled in. I'll actually gotta get that touched up. The lady who did it is in Florida right now. I had to think, what state is that? I was going to say Alabama, but Bama is where my pants are right now. Oh, also, I got this from Wish. It's a chakra cherry of life that I like. So, I'm doing my eyebrows to the elf like I always do. With the bushy eyebrows. And if you guys know how to, or if you guys ever have any questions about PCOS or anything, like that, or if you're going through that and you just want some moral support, if you follow me on Twitter, I follow almost everybody back. There are some people who don't speak or don't post English, and I can't. I'll follow you back if I follow almost everybody back. Let's just put it that way. There are some people I will follow, and then they'll message me and being douchebags, so I'll block them. I've only not to one person so far. I just clipped my nails, but I missed this one little part. Got it. I don't bite my nails, but if I have this little tiny piece of nail, I will peel it off. I have to clip that. It's turning into a hangnail. Alright. Let's finish it up, shall we? My Estee Lauder, as per usual. For eyelashes. today's video was late. There's no video Monday. This week is just kind of a mess for me. Alright. Eyelashes are done. As you can tell, I'm not like decking myself out or anything because I really just don't care today. Sorry. But I don't. I'm trying to find like my tweezers or something to fuck this sucker off. Does not bother me now until I get it off. Alright, I'm gonna put on my earrings real quick. I'll put it on my Wiccan earring. Now this one that I have, this Wiccan earring, but it wasn't Wiccan at first. It was black part and it was upside down. But I'm Wiccan and I refuse to wear anything inverted. But I was looking at it in the store. So that's so cute, but I can't wear it. And I found out I can flip out around the star, so I did. So now I have a Wiccan earring that wasn't intentionally Wiccan. But it, the one I picked up apparently didn't come with the second little stud, so I found this little shiny one that looks similar. I may run into Hot Topic today to see what they have on clearance. See if they made jewelry on clearance. I can get the fucking thing in my ear first. So that's where I'm heading after this is the mall. Like I said, I paid all my bills, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to get a book. This earring, that never wants to go in for me, right? Oh, it's just a nice sideways. Oh, I don't want. There it goes. Did not want to go in there. Alrighty, now I just made my ear red from that. And now I've got it. This is the hard part, is clipping this fucking thing in my ear. There it goes. Alrighty. So now we're clipped in. Oh, I found tweezers. This is gonna hurt. Yeah, it was this finger, right? Yeah, there it is. Can't get out of there. I just clipped my nails too. This is why I don't clip my nails very often, guys. Fuck up. Like, I like long nails and everything, but they were like chipping and all sorts of fucked up. Then I was walking up the stairs yesterday, and I have the metal railing on one of the sides, and I smacked my nail apparently against it and broke it off, so I just had like this tip. And it didn't hurt when it came off, so I didn't even know it was off until I looked at my fingers later. Fuck, that hurts. Man, I was so close too. Sorry guys, I don't want to see this, but so I just almost got it. Kind of clippers in this thing. I don't know, I'm like distracting myself now, guys. I'm sorry. I should be finishing up this video, but alright. That last tiny piece I think will be fine. Just gonna irritate me. I have fingernail clippers in the other room. But for some reason, I just won't flip this stuff up. See, if this was on my other hand, I'd have this done already. I'm not left-handed. That's why this finger is fucked up, because I'm not left-handed. That's bloody. Alright, I should probably really just go and get nail clippers. Alright, I'm gonna have to clip that with my nails. Those are your nails. Clippers over there. because I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's some blood in there. That burns now. So lastly, I'm going to finish off with this lip. It's going to be a bold lip. It's by QBest. Who the fuck knows? QI Best from Wish. It is an ultra matte lipstick, color number 6, by QBest. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. Well, apparently, the cap is cracked. So, Oh, it's real fucking interesting. Well, guess I gotta stick to that later, don't I? Alrighty. It's the bottom lip. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it this way. I would totally be the red queen for Halloween with this look. I know my lips are shaped funny. But I don't think anybody's looking that closely at my lips. So, I generally don't buy a lot of makeup in store because makeup's fucking expensive. So if you're like me, you hate buying makeup, it's just too fucking much. I recommend looking on Wish. I just wiped all that off. Apparently I did not let this dry fast enough. Fuck it, it's me a little fucked up. Nobody said this channel was perfect. So, now that we have established that, I'm gonna go clip the rest of that thing if I can again. Oh, my hair. The rest of it, play for my hair. I have a comb beside me. I could do this the human way. Because what people with short hair. The bad thing is that worked. Alright. I can do this properly now. If I can. Alrighty. That should work. I'm over this. I'm already over this and I don't have the house yet. I keep looking at my lips like I fucked up a lot, but honestly, who cares? that is all I have for you guys today. I am sorry that I wasn't better at this. Oh, wait. I hate this contraption. Let's try this. Here am I. Can't figure out how to hold this anymore. Better. I don't know if y'all can see any difference in that, but they're curled now. Alrighty. Now that I look like a mixed matched clown, I am going to go to the mall. After I'll probably just leave it, let it heal up. I'm wearing this with my Gypsy Soul shirt. I can show you guys moves away. Yes, that being said, I love you guys so much. I lost my perfume. It's probably the bedroom still. Alright, I love you guys so much. I'm gonna go to the mall, do some running around, get some stuff for the house, and get a good book. But I love you guys so. That shook the computer. Probably should put my elbows on the table when I do that. I love you guys so much. Happy Valentine's Day. Sorry for the rant about PCOS and people talking about it with me. I honestly don't like how I did this. It's like stuck there now. So I'm probably gonna wipe this off and redo this. But I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.